and welcome to Myth Refreshed. We are a show that embodies performance, art, music, all kinds of beautiful things. And here we are interviewing the artists that will be performing in our shows. And we have for you today the beautiful Hayley. And I'm going to start with a question that is very simple yet profound. Who are you?
Thank you. No one knows. I like that question because you can approach it from lots of different ways. Is it the narrative that my family have given me? Is it what the environment gives me? Is it what the stars say I am?
Stop it. And this is what you can come to expect from Myth Refreshed. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to approach, basically, as soon as I saw your work, I was just like, please be part of this. So can you tell me a bit about what you do?
So I am a trained sound healing practitioner specializing in one-to-one, but then pandemic Lovato happened, so that's not gonna happen. So I started doing everything on Zoom, but I also read tarot professionally, and I read astrology charts, and I just combine all of those interests and traits. And recently I've been making astrology music. So it's combining sound healing theory with astrological concepts.
It's so cool.
Oh, yeah,
it's very cool. And I think what really spoke to me when I was like reading about your approach is that like it is it's both quite spiritual and scientific, and I don't think that people really recognize how these things interconnect. So yeah, tell me about your approach and the way you view these things.
Yes, that's a beautiful question. Yeah, the science of it and the spirituality, I like to think it's like rooted very much in philosophy, and it sort of touches on some of my Eastern heritage rather than my Western heritage, whereas I feel like the Western agenda is so like science, science, fact, fact, fact. And then we're just so much more in storytelling and personification and like all these like very beautiful linguistic devices that we don't really have so much with the science. But in terms of combining the two, it's more about Plato's eros. It's like how you interpret the feeling that is evoked. So it's not so much the subject matter. And even though I've learned specific protocols and things within sound, I guess with my work, I want to encourage that sort of self-inquiry and critical thinking around the experience, because truth is like, there is no truth. Truth is created for yourself. Everything and nothing is true, but how much weight you place on it gives that validity.
Yo, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if I answered.
You answered a lot of things, actually. You answered a lot of things and then brought up the questions. So let's focus in. So you spoke a bit about your Eastern heritage. What is that?
On my mother's side, I'm Hawaiian by colonization. So my grandmother is Filipino, Taino, Puerto Rican. We've got some Basque in there somewhere. And then my grandfather on my mother's side is Japanese. So it's just a big mix.
You are just from everywhere in this world.
And then my dad's from Wimbledon, so
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you find that in exploring like your different cultural backgrounds that that there are similarities and that kind of led you down this path?
Yes. I think it's that nice, like, intuitive sense. But I think as well, like, growing up, I'm born and raised in London. And so not having, in somewhere that's so multicultural, it's sort of hard to grab context because it's like I'm everything and nothing. Am I the void? Am I just looking back at myself? Do I even exist? I had like a lot of these existential questions growing up. So I feel like it was like a very nice grounding experience to embrace that side of myself. And to explore that within the work. But also I just love like a lot of like Eastern music, like Eastern scales especially, but then also the power of chant, like especially in like Polynesian cultures. So it was nice to unite all of that and like studying just the different techniques. Everywhere has their own version of what sound healing is. Like sound and movement is the universal medicine. Yeah, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we like have like pagan crucible whatever being like, it's the it's the devil's work.
Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah.
So it's interesting. And to see how that's changing now as well.
Yeah. People kind of reclaiming. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
So have you always been like involved with music, drawn to music, sound?
Yes, but honestly, I just tried to cut my life very short, very young.
What does that mean?
I just cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. I just wanted to go.
You didn't.
Yeah, I just felt so, I just didn't understand. And then I received my Asperger's diagnosis in 2020, and that took 4 years. And then there was like 10 years of like not knowing. I'm like, bruh, really?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Cool. But circling back to what I've sort of forgotten now, it's just been difficult. So I was very musical as a child. Like, I think one of the first albums that I got was Blue Train by John Coltrane, John Williams. But I just didn't really see a point of living for like a very long time. And then when I discovered that sound healing was like a thing, I was like, oh, maybe this is my thing. So I actually only started making music again maybe in 2017. I rekindled that relationship.
Oh, beautiful. I'm really glad you have, because it is genuinely healing. Have you found, I'm guessing, healing through that then?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I call my genre whale music just because it's like a lot of vocal toning and it sounds like whale sounds.
It's so beautiful.
But like whales have like the most superior hearing, and their understanding of frequencies is unparalleled. So,
Bring me the whale music.
It felt fitting, but also it's like I like the double entendre because it's like wailing, as in like I'm grieving, I'm wailing, and I'm a whale. So
yeah,
nice.
but I feel like with your music, that's what it feels like. It's like it's all emotions kind of in one, and it gives you that release and that ability to kind of allow yourself to feel that and to release that and to experience that. I'm really excited to have you as part of Myth Refreshed. Can you tell us a bit about what we should what we can expect on the night?
So it is going to be a ritual based on the Hawaiian word kala, which is about releasing, untying, liberating yourself, and sort of forgiveness, and also to counteract harmful sorcery, which I was just like, yeah, okay, abolishing evil eyes is good. So I was like, yeah, let's run with it. So it's going to be part ritual release, but also drawn from the astrological chart for the new moon in Aries, which is the following week. And that's all to do about self-initiation, sort of limiting, like releasing the limitations we place on ourselves, any self-sabotage, anything that's holding us back, and what drains us mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
I really can't wait. This is just gonna, you're kicking us off as well in the night, and like it's just gonna be such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing for everyone to feel, I think. So thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
And then where can we find more of your work?
Thoualone.com.
Thoualone.com. Thoualone.com. Thoualone.com.
Yeah, I'm not very socially media active. I've been working on it, so the website would probably be the best bet.
Okay. I mean, it's difficult when you're like an artist and you have to like.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think as well, it's like maintaining that integrity with the work, I think is very important, because I just found myself like, am I trying to be this for relevance or for what I actually stand for? So taking a step back is fine.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I encourage it.
I will take your encouragement. Step all the way back.
Yeah, step up.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I cannot wait for the night. I can't wait to like just be part of that and be in that world with you. So thank you so much for being part of Myth Refreshed. And we'll see you at the show.
Yes, thank you.